Always a privilege to come to you on Build Up Africa. I am Kuba, the brand. This week we have an amazing photographer, a musician who we will be celebrating. Join me as I make welcome AC Legs. Yeah. How are you doing, bro? Alright, so it's good to have you on Build Up Africa.
Thank you.
This is a platform where we celebrate young entrepreneurs, Africans who are adding value to their community. So go ahead and let's meet you.
Okay, my name is Namnandindu. I'm Taro by tribe. I'm from Lantang North, Plateau State, Nigeria. Most importantly, West Africa.
West Africa.
Yeah. I am a photographer, an established photographer.
So let's talk about the awards you have been putting together.
Yeah.
You know, before we got to this now, the awards you have been promoting local artists, music artists, and then you get to appreciate them with some certain award, which was called LACMA Awards. Let's talk about LACMA Awards and tell us the inspiration behind LACMA Awards.
Yeah, well, LACMA Awards. Okay, I forgot to mention that I'm a musician. Yeah, most people wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
So I thought about it that if we do not encourage ourselves, we do not appreciate ourselves, who then will?
No one.
It's all about building a niche for ourselves rather than fighting to fit in. It's only good that we build our own world and then do whatever it is we want. So I came up with Lantang Gospel Music Awards, considering that I'm Tarok from Lantang. I came up with the awards to celebrate people like me who are doing fabulously well, but probably people do not know about them.
Yeah.
And the show has been running concurrently for like 8 to 9 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So you had an album before you transitioned into photography.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
My album.
Yeah, the So Loved album.
Yeah. The So Loved album, God, Love and Humanity.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's an album most people would want to consider a gospel album, but for me it's gospel, love, humanity generally, and that's why the name is God, Love and Humanity. And by love, I do not just mean the agape love, but love that talks about a man and a woman too. Yeah.
And I guess the agape love is the one that conquers all. Because
Yes.
that's the point we start from, and
that's where
it
God comes in.
Definitely. All right, so let's talk about your journey into photography. What is the motivation? Because one would wonder, okay, so he had an album and then he's born into photography and he's making exploits.
Well, photography for me, it's a passion, just like music has always been. I noticed that most of the times when I take photographs, people applaud and they are so excited about the whole thing. And but when I give people, I was doing phone photography. So when I give others the phone to maybe take my picture back in the done, it's always a mess.
It's not as good as the one you
Yeah, it was frustrating. So I'm like, okay, why don't I take my passion to the next level? Why don't I? Yeah.
And then you launched into photography.
So I launched into it.
So definitely, I know you had some challenges along the way. I guess discouragement from friends, family, and all that. How were you able to handle that?
Well, discouragements will always come, but again, as somebody who has been a resilient and a resolute person, I see discouragements as a motivation to even do more. Whatever it is that I'm discouraged from, it's a good reason for me to pursue it with all honesty. Yeah, and so that's what I've been doing.
So how has the journey been so far? How has it been? How is the acceptance? How is the response of clients?
Yeah. So about response has been very positive. I started up with making money straight up.
Great.
Yeah, not like I
No
start-
freelancing.
No,
Let's do. You see
No.
what I can do. Let me do for free.
No. I started off with making money straight up
Hmm.
because when I got into photography, I knew what I wanted to achieve. I'm not 100% there yet,
Yes.
but every day is a step forward for me to get to my aim.
Mm.
And my aim is to be the celebrity photographer.
Celebrity
Yeah.
photographer like Amici.
Yeah, Kelechi.
Kelechi. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So it's great. So now I feel you had all the opportunities, you had all the chance to. You are a computer scientist, so you probably would have ventured into I'll just go to a firm and just look for a job and do all that. And you had that chance, you had all the privileges, but you decided to follow your passion. Now, in the bid to follow your passion, you are now an employer of labor.
Yeah.
Now, how can you advise our youth out there, people out there who are probably caught up in decision making, who do not know what to do right now? Like, how can we build up Africa?
Well, it's simple. Rather than wait for the government, I think we have a bigger role to play. The government is just, the leaders are just like, let me give an instance with our country, Nigeria. We probably would have leaders who are like 1,000 in number, and then the remaining millions are commoners like me and you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you see, we have the greater power. It's just that we've not been able to utilize it, and I think this is the time for us to utilize it, like employ labor,
Learn skill,
learn
photography,
Yeah.
Lots of things to be done. So there you heard it from him. You have the greater power. We have the greater power to change a lot in Africa, and of course the world at large, like we would always do on the show. So this is called our frame of honor. So you're just going to do us the honor of signing in on the frame of honor.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We have it. And thank you so much for being on Build Up Africa. It's good to let you know that we see you, we see the good things you do, we see your good works, and of course, God who sees, does, and will bless you as well. There you have it. That makes it for our guest of Build Up Africa for this week. Do not forget that you will never know who is watching you. So whatever you do, make sure you do it right, and we will come to you. Do you have somebody in your community that you think we should bring on the show and celebrate and showcase to Africa? Hit us up at www.buildupafrica.com.